Hey yo,
What's up, folks?
Danny boy.
And Bill Corpus Crispy Murphy. Happy Friday. It is episode number, what is it, Reg?
531. 531. Sorry about that.
531 of Sports Insanity Podcast on the Sports Insanity Network. Like we said, folks, it is Friday. We made it through another one.
Mm-hmm.
Made it through another week. How you doing there, Reggie boy?
I'm kind of jealous that you saw Spider-Man, to be honest with you. We were talking off air. He and Bill's not gonna tell me anything, which I appreciate. But it's like, you
All right,
know.
here's a spoiler. Stuff happened. That's a spoiler for every movie. Stuff happened.
Yes.
No, but it was yeah, I'm not gonna give you any spoilers, but it was good. It was
Yeah.
really good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It was really good. I'm excited now. I'm excited for Avengers Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm super psyched. So okay, small spoiler I am gonna get. Very small. Because this was something
Which
that
which is honestly fine with me. Like I'm gonna figure it out anyway.
it was something that was circulated online and it turned out to be false. Like there is an end credit scene, but the rumor going around that Dr. Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom was going to make an appearance in the end credit scene and do something to Spider-Man in the end credit. That's not true. That is
No.
not true.
Well, there you go.
That was false.
I didn't even realize that was the talk online. Again, I'm not like no, of course I'm trying to get into more to Marvel, so I didn't even know that was a thing that was being discussed online. So,
Yeah. Yes, I am a 30-something-year-old man and I love Marvel movies. Come at me, bro.
yeah. Well,
But
I mean, Bill does a whole segment on his own podcast, so it's like, In
yes.
any case, Friday, we made it through another one. We appreciate you, love you, and thank you for always joining us here, SIP on Sports Insanity Network. We are sponsored as always by our good friends over at the Dugout of Millwood,
Thank you, Mark Halpern.
and of course, it's Friday, so top five Friday, which is coming to an end soon because the NFL camps have started officially across all of 32 teams. We'll get to that later.
And yeah, football season's coming up, and pretty soon, top five is going to be replaced with Pick'em.
Pick up.
I'm excited for Pick'em. You?
Yes,
I
another
love,
season of yeah.
I love doing, I love doing top five, but I can't wait to do Pick'em.
You know what it is? Top fives are great because, you know, first things first, it gets you thinking a little bit. And there's a little back and forth that I love that um sometimes disagreement, sometimes there's, we swipe right. Um, but and that's great. And that's awesome. But Pick'em is pretty fun, you know. But I
I
like I
mean,
like both.
there is back and forth though when we do Pick'em. Okay, well, I think
Yeah.
this team's going to win. Well, no, I think this team's
Right.
going to win.
Hmm.
And we have our reasons for why we pick differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like gonna be honest with you, I feel
Mhm.
like we mostly picked the same one.
Yeah, well, that could change.
That could change. We might need to change that, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. We'll get to football later. Camps have started.
Yep.
Really excited for that. Preseason games starting about.
Yesterday on Mommer's Banter,
Mhm.
Scooble,
Yes.
Tyrese Scooble, like there's talk that he's going to There's talk that he's going to the Dodgers. There's talk that he's
Mhm.
going to the Brewers.
Yes.
They're saying even the most of the AL East with the Yankees, the Sox, the Rays are all in on it.
Yeah, dude. Look, it's certainly a topic that really needs a lot of attention because Tarek Skubal is a big time ace or could be a big time ace for any staff, and he's a hot name right now. Like you said yesterday on Bombers Banter, he had easily one of his best starts I've ever seen in his final start with the Tigers. Whether or not that's his actual final start with the Tigers, we'll see. But it's a hot name. And look, knowing that the Tigers, even though they're not as far out as people think they are, um, unfortunately, the American League is very weak. So teams like the Tigers are still technically in contention for a wild card spot.
Yes, because we
But
always say the American League.
yeah, it's trash. Especially over the last 5 years, it's gotten worse and worse and worse. Like, in fact, the Yankees are still way far ahead in the wild card standings. It's an atrocity. Um, but yeah, so the Tigers are still someone in it. So do the Tigers even want to sell off Scooble, knowing that they could still make a run? And August and September, anything can happen in those months, and they're still in it. Like, you just never know. So it's that, but then on top of that, if you feel like, 4.5, 5, 6, whatever it is that they're out now, you know, if they feel like that's too much, even though it's still striking distance, then yeah, you have to figure out the team that's best for you. Obviously, the Dodgers would be massive. I mean, that would be crazy if you think about it. Like, they are loaded already, trying to go for a three-peat, Bill.
Yeah, they are. Dodgers are already loaded, trying to go for a three-peat, and I think there's a high chance they're either gonna keep Scooble, the Tigers, or he's going to Detroit. Or Detroit.
Yeah.
He's going to LA
Mhm.
or the Brewers. Because you know what? I'm gonna say this. I said this on Bombers Banter yesterday, and I'll say it again. He's not going to the Yankees. So Yankee fans don't get too excited.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, we already have a good rotation. It's our bullpen that needs help.
Yeah.
But, we got Cole, we got Freed, we got Schlittler. Hopefully, pretty soon we'll have Rodon back. So I think right now, I think it's going to be either Milwaukee or Los Angeles. But who knows? Maybe Boston will sneak in and grab them.
Yeah. Now, Jeff Passan is saying that it's going to get done. There's going to be a trade. But you just never know. Like, even though I know Jeff Passan, he's probably look, he's definitely a big name in the MLB reporter pool that obviously is very well known around the league and has his sources, sort of like what Woj did back in the past for the NBA and what Shefty is now for the NFL. So if he's saying that there's going to be a deal, then there's going to be a deal. But my argument is that, you just never know. Like, last second, maybe they don't find a deal, the Tigers. Um, Milwaukee would be very interesting.
You think? No, I think Milwaukee would be interested. Why do you think so?
No, no, no. It's interesting because there are always there are always that sleeper team that you don't really expect. And here we go again talking about the Brewers being well into the mix of a massive playoff run. If they get Scooble, that will beef up that rotation like crazy. And there'll be definitely challengers to uh all across baseball, not just the Dodgers, all across National League and stuff. Um, that will definitely put them as major challengers in that Central Division.
Yes, it would absolutely would.
Yeah.
So we are on scuba watch.
We're on scuba watch for sure. Um, while we're on scuba watch, and ultimately, if I had a prediction to make, he's gonna go to the damn Dodgers.
And this is when we hate the Dodgers, don't we?
God damn. No, Rifkin's right. Maybe the Dodgers are they're the worst. Growing up, we're Red Sox haters. We've always thought the Red Sox were the worst.
But
Nah,
no,
like
I think we can all, because you know what it is? It's like when we were growing up, because we're
yeah.
Yankee fans, they would always look at us and go, all you guys do is buy players.
Well, they do too.
Now the Dodgers do it.
You know? Well, the Red Sox do too. Get out of here.
And now we're sitting here complaining.
Yeah.
We're sitting here complaining, bro,
Yeah.
that
Well,
the
well,
Dodgers are buying championships.
well, no,
We're Yankees.
we're not
You-
complaining. We're not complaining that they're buying championships. We're complaining that the Yankees aren't doing what they're doing. That's what I'm complaining about.
No, I agree. No, I
God damn.
totally agree.
Uh, goddamn. A trade did go down last night. The Mets did trade their left-handed reliever AJ Minter. In exchange, they get Met fans be excited. Bruin Agbayani, yes, Met fans, the son of Benny Agbayani from those late 90s, early 2000 Mets teams. Benny Agbayani was a very popular player, so you get his son, who's and then they also get Jake and sorry, Billy Amick. My apologies, Billy Amick. He's a infielder. Both of them are infielders, ranked between the top 20, top 30 prospects. So, AJ Minter, obviously a major piece of that Mets bullpen, traded to the Twins. Um, By the way, shout out to the Twins. Cody Clemens hit a grand slam yesterday
Yes, he did. So
to
well
to
done for
to
him.
win the game against the Royals. They're down 3-0. Uh, and then they came back and won a walk-off grand slam. I'm sure Roger is very, very, very happy for him. You know?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
wow.
Um, and then of course, earlier in the week, we had a big trade for the Red Sox. They traded one of their basically their top prospect, even though he's not a prospect anymore, he's already been up to the league. But Connolly Early, who's a left-handed starter, he's on the injured list, traded to the Nationals for Curtis Mead. And unfortunately, this is where the bad luck comes for the Red Sox. Unfortunately, Curtis Mead he broke his I think what was it, his like wrist or whatever. He got hit in Sacramento and broke his wrist,
Yes.
and he's gonna be out for a while. So that really really sucks for him because I know that he tried to uh that he was gonna be a major part. They're saying 6 to 8 weeks, which you know uh I mean the good thing is that he avoided surgery. So um but that's a tough break for him. Curtis Mead, the Australian, played very well for Washington. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the baseball news, the Yankees losing in another extra inning walk-off situation. This time they lose on a walk-off walk.
Yeah.
Dude, this team can be real freaking embarrassing sometimes. Am I right?
I mean, I'm not shocked by it.
This is your not shocked face.
I'm more upset, really, because when the Yankees have strong starts from a player like Ryan Weathers, who doesn't have these many starts, like this whole entire season, he's been very inconsistent. Um, for the most part, has pitched up to par. He is an up and comer, so it's gonna take some time. But when you have someone like Ryan Weathers who hasn't pitched necessarily great all year, he's done his best he could, but is very inconsistent. And he gives you a good start. You can't go into extras, nothing, nothing. I'm sorry. Like, and this is where Aaron Boone and I kind of agree. Yesterday was about the bats. Like, you got to wake up at some point here. You know, give your pitchers a chance to win the game for you.
No, absolutely. You got to give your pitchers a chance here.
Like some breathing room so that they could be confident and go out there and win. It's very frustrating to see the bats once again do absolutely nothing, nothing until the extra innings where it was Trent Grisham, of course, who gets
Grish,
that who finally breaks the scoreless tie. It was horrible, just absolutely horrible to watch.
Grish is the
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, obviously the Yankees lost, so what else is new? You know, they can't
What
get
else
series
is
wins against the
new?
White Sox. The White Sox are a surprising team. They're doing very well. I'm happy for them,
Sleeper
but
team.
but they are not as good as the Yankees. Let's come on. The Yankees are better than them. Beat them.
No, absolutely.
2 games in a row where they should have won.
These are two game and listen, at least if they lose today, the Yankees will at least finish 13 and 12 for July. Which isn't great, but hey, we're one game above 500. That's gotta count for something.
it's
No, it
it's
counts
dumb.
for nothing.
It's dumb. It's like, what are we doing?
This counts for nothing.
God damn.
Nothing. Bupkis. Zero. Zilch. Zilch. Okay. So we are okay. So yeah, baseball trade deadline is Monday. If we have more news, check out the Batter Up guides. They're gonna have stuff to say about this.
Yeah, we'll go into it more. Hunter Green, is he going to go anywhere? Um, Clay Holmes, the Mets, is he going to be moved? Mason Miller. There's all these different names that are hypotheticals to go somewhere. Of course, the Yankees, what are they going to get? Like, you know, they did inquire about Adley Rutschman from Baltimore.
Yes.
I don't know if
So,
Michael Elias is going to pull the trigger, but let's see.
but I know we need a catcher.
Yes. And we need bullpen help. Like, I'm sorry. Like, the bullpen has been better of late. I will say that. They have been much better of late. Still not good enough. Like, you know,
No, we got to see what happens.
yeah.
All right. So moving on to no, football.
Mm,
Moving on to football. Training camp started this week.
yes, it did.
And
Aren't you excited?
yes, I love baseball and everything, don't get me wrong, but now I'm like, football is coming. As I tell everybody, yeah, you better now that we're in August, you better if you want me to do things with you on Sunday, you got about 4 weeks.
Yes.
You got about 5 weeks, because then from Sundays from September to February, or yeah, from Sundays from September to February. Yeah, I'll see you in February. Starting after Memorial Day weekend. If you need me to do things with you on Sunday, I'll pencil you in for some time in February.
Yes.
I'll pencil you in for February 7th because that's like the week between conference championship and Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, definitely don't bother us. Um,
Leave me alone, don't bother me.
okay. But but yes, no, the NFL camp's open. Obviously, me and Bill are excited. The Giants are in West Virginia. Um,
Yep.
Jets are home in Florham Park. Um, of course, John Harbaugh saying, "Yeah, this opportunity to go somewhere else is giving us an opportunity to grow as a team." So, I'm very happy for the Giants, I guess.
They're in
They're at,
West Virginia.
Mhm. Yes,
They're in good old West Virginia.
yes. Um, so while camps have started, there are some teams that are either signing players or they're still go have ongoing talks. Chris Olave has signed a 4-year extension worth up to $132 million. This is coming from Adam Schefter. The Saints confirmed the extension, did not disclose the terms of the deal, um, which of course is massive because Chris Olave has been an exciting force for that Saints offense. So, obviously, uh, it puts him under contract through 2030. Deal is the biggest contract the Saints have given to a wide receiver since Michael Thomas got a then record 5-year worth up to 20 million a year in 2019. Um, Now I believe Olave was a hold in, so he participated, uh, but it like in some practices, but not all of them. Um, So good deal for the Saints. I mean, he's a massive, massive weapon for them, and I'm glad that they were able to get a deal done for them. Also, Deebo Samuel's going back to the 49ers on a 1-year deal. Um, Ian Rappaport was on that. I think it's like $7 million. Uh,
Yes.
but a big time reunion for Deebo in San Francisco. I like that deal for them. Adds to their depth. I know what's his face, Ricky Pearsall is hurt with his knee, so they're a bit concerned about that. Uh I'm glad that they were able to get a deal done there.
And also with football news, did you hear about this whole Tony Romo thing going on?
Yeah, we have breaking news on that. He's on indefinite leave from his role until further notice. Reason being, Bill.
It is because he got arrested with open container of alcohol in the car.
Mm,
And if you see the if you saw the video, you could tell he was intoxicated.
oh yeah, he was incredibly drunk. And
I'm sorry, this disgusts me. It really does.
he tries to charm his way out of it, you know, because he's a former football player, Dallas Cowboy, and of course he's a well-known figure across NFL circles. Obviously, over the past 10 years with his broadcasting duties. So yeah, it was not a good look. He obviously did not pass any of these tests, and CBS is disciplining him. He said, "No, this is not good." And
And you know what? I just find this. Listen, we like to laugh and joke around here, but if there's anything serious you could take away from this, folks who are listening, watching, whatever, people, please don't drink and drive.
like, come on, like, what are you doing?
Like, don't drink and drive. Like, Stay the night at a friend's. Get an Uber.
Right.
Have a DD.
Hmm.
Listen, Ubers, I'm not gonna lie, Ubers are not cheap.
Right.
Ubers are not cheap. Not sponsored, by the way. But I'd rather pay 30 bucks in an I'd rather have someone pay 30 bucks for an Uber than pay for a hospital bill or pay for a funeral.
Yeah. Well, it looks like there was still daylight out or whatever
Yeah.
it was. Like, what, bro? Like, what are you doing?
I think this is disgusting. And I'm sorry, just because you're a former football player, you can't charm yourself out of it.
Yeah.
And it looks like that song is appropriate for right now. Romo, you suck.
Yeah.
No, he kind of does suck if he's doing that.
Yeah, that it was just not it was not good. It was not good for Tony Romo, and obviously CBS is making the right decision by
Good on CBS.
for by suspending him. Of course, we don't know if it's going to be right now. They're saying it's until further notice. I don't know what that means. It could mean forever. He could be permanently terminated, or maybe it's for the season, just to give him some time to figure it out. Obviously it's not a good look for him. Of course, there's a much deeper issue with him. He needs to address that. So um, we'll keep you on task with that. JJ Watt will be in the
And
top TBS booth.
and yeah, I just want to say this is good on CBS. And my mother always told me, honey, if you're out and you're with somebody who shouldn't be driving because they've been drinking too much,
Hmm.
I don't care if it's 3 in the morning. I don't care if it's 3 in the morning. You call me uh, you call me and I'll come get you. Because my mom always said, I'd rather get a call at 3 in the morning from you hearing that you need a ride than a 3 a.m. call from the cops saying that my son was killed in an accident because the driver was drunk.
Hey, look, I've been in uh cars where there was a drunk driver before. So um of course, depending on how drunk you are, like sometimes it's safe, sometimes it's wobbly. Um,
And now, because I remember a quick story, this is actually from another one with my mom. I remember a friend of mine, I'm not going to say who it is, but a friend of mine came over to my house for New Year's Eve, and he didn't know if he was staying the night or not.
yeah,
And he had had a few drinks.
right.
And my mother, God bless her, she went over to him and said, you are not driving tonight. Even if I have to throw myself on your car, you are not driving tonight. And you know what my friend did? Reached into his wallet, reached into his pocket, took out his keys, and said, here you go. My mom didn't even fight him. He didn't even fight my mom. He just reached down to she didn't ask him. He reached down to his pocket, gave and gave and gave her his keys, and said,
Yeah.
nope. All right, I will give you my keys if you want. But no, so please, people, if you learn anything from this story, don't drink and drive.
Hmm.
Get an Uber, call a friend.
And don't think because you have celebrity status that you're gonna keep getting away with shit.
Now, I hate when people have that mindset. I'm a celebrity. I can get away with everything.
And these police officers, they're acting like they don't know who Tony Romo is. Like, come on. Like,
Maybe they're trying to do that just
these police officers, they knew exactly who he was. Like, that's the only part that was bullshit. But of course, they did the right thing. They handled it properly. The
no, because I have a feeling they know who he is, but they played that bullshit so they can go, "Hey, you know what? I'll make you a deal. You sign a ball for my kid, I'll let you walk free."
yeah, that was not gonna happen.
And any cop who does that should be fired,
Absolutely.
arrested,
100%.
put in a
100%.
cannon.
God.
Can we shoot people in cannons? Like, please.
Yeah.
Can we do that, Reg? It's illegal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Damn it. Why do they always gotta ruin our fun? Um,
Well, I don't know. Like, we shouldn't be playing with such big toys anyway. So it's like,
so all right.
um, NFL camps have started. Also, Baker Mayfield feels disrespected. And the reason why he feels disrespected, Bill, is because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Baker could not come to a deal by his self-imposed deadline of the start of training camp. Um, Apparently, he and his agents were not presented with an offer that was appealing, and he feels disrespected by the Bucks. Just be grateful that you have a fucking job, dude. Like you're
You
not you're not hot. Yes, you're a good quarterback. You've done a great job with Tampa Bay. Um,
or Holmes or Brady or
yeah,
Lamar.
you're not don't be a diva, bro. Like, come on. Like, your diva days ended when you left Cleveland. Okay, enough.
Something that pisses me off about some of these athletes is they make all this money and yet they still want more and more and more. Well, there's people like us who just are trying to get money to pay the damn bills.
You know,
And people pay your damn bills.
I make right now $30,000 less for market value for the job that I do in Washington, D.C., right? I don't complain about it. I should be, but I don't complain about it. Wanna know why? Because I love my job. And the love of my job trumps any type of money that I'm gonna get for that job. So just be grateful that you get to do what you love, man. Like
Yeah, well, there are people out there who have to work jobs they can't stand, but they suck it up because they
dead
got to
end
do it to pay
jobs.
their bills.
Dead end
Or
jobs that don't pay well. You know, in case you haven't figured out in this country, none of these jobs pay well. You know,
yeah, and AI is going to take our jobs soon. So there's
oh
that.
man, exactly. It's already happening in my job. AI is all over the place.
Thankfully, and I'm not saying this to brag, Rich, but thankfully, a new job that I'm started is thankfully, hopefully, a job that AI can't replace. So hopefully,
uh,
yeah, but no. Terminator 2 was not a science fiction movie, Reggie. It was a documentary about how
mhm.
machines are going to take us over. God,
Amen.
I feel really bad for my grand because I think I told this story before. We were watching Jeopardy with Watson, the computer, and she goes, "The machines are gonna take us over one day. Just you wait." That was her favorite saying. Just you wait. And I'm like, okay, Grandma's off her meds again. And now I'm like, Grandma, I'm sorry. Well, she has since passed away. She's since passed away. But I'm like, Grandma, you were right. I think that the machines are gonna take us over. They're gonna send them. She's gonna send them to me first.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
but
he
anyway,
he goes on to say, uh, that's really the disappointing part, to feel undervalued after thinking you earned it. You have not earned anything. Like, if you've waited this long to take care of your franchise quarterback, you're not their franchise quarterback. That's too bad because it's only going to get worse from here. I'm going to have a really big year. Now I hope you don't have a big year so that you can be humbled and, have your mouth shut.
as it says in the words of Scripture, he who exalts himself be humbled, while he who humbles himself will be exalted. The word of the Lord. Yeah, no,
So,
I hope he does get a little humble in this year.
mhm. What a fucking prick, dude. Like,
I am disrespected. I should get more money. Dude, You're not Brady level. You're not Mahomes level. You're not Lamar or Allen level.
And some people are out there. A lot of the football analysts kind of agree um, with Baker. I'm choosing not to agree because first of all, the Bucks can pivot from you anytime they want. You're in your 30s. What if they're trying to, say for their actual future franchise quarterback that could be 20 years old? Not saying they're going to get that quarterback anytime soon, but you just never know.
Yeah, because here's what you got to know, folks. 30, yes, in the real world, 30 is not old in the real world. But in football years, 30 is kind of old. They're already thinking about your replacement at that point. Am I right?
Stunts. Stunts.
They're already thinking about your replacement at that point. So, yeah, no, Baker's being a diva.
Yeah.
And I hope he gets humbled this year.
Yeah, for no reason. For no reason. Now, of course, if you're a quarterback hunting team out there, New York Jets, be aware because there might be a split coming up in Tampa Bay.
Oh. You think Baker's could go to the Jets?
No, I mean, I hope he doesn't. But if the Jets want to win now, like you're not going to win now with the young quarterback. You win now with a proven quarterback. Obviously, as you know, I still want Arch Manning, and I'm hoping that the Indianapolis Colts gets as the number one pick. I'll be rooting hard for that all season long, while the Jets continue to win and make the playoffs. By the way,
Oh yeah, because the Jets they traded the pick. So if the Jets get the number one pick, Arch, another Manning in the other New York team.
which, by the way, contrary to what people have said in the past, is very interested in coming to New York to play for the Jets. And Eli has kind of told him in his ear, it's okay if you do. So,
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, nah, yeah, because we got our quarterback, we got Jackson Dart, so
mm,
I'm not upset. Arch, I would welcome you to New York, but you're gonna be miserable wearing that green.
uh,
Isn't he,
uh,
Reg?
unless,
Unless,
unless
unless.
they play well. Sticking with the Jets real quick. So Fireman Ed was on one of the Jet podcasters, Jake Asman show, um, talking about the upcoming 2026 season and everything. And he had some comments regarding Robert Saleh and some interactions that he's had with fans about, certain things that Robert Saleh had said uh, for their week one revenge game, in which, of course, the Jets never do well against any of their revenge games. But here's what Fireman Ed, I'm going to pull it up real quick. This is what he had to say on the podcast regarding Robert Saleh and what Robert Saleh thinks the Jets are going to do.
Next to each other in Nashville.
Yes, they really need to get off to a good start. I had a little birdie that was out in Tahoe that told me that Saleh said they were going to beat our ass. That came directly from Saleh. I can't say who said it to me, but he said we're gonna beat their ass. I said, "Oh, baby,
Well-
put that on them. Put that on the board."
Right, and
Because he talks.
that should motivate the Jets.
Yes.
Because last year you lose to Aaron Rodgers, it snowballs. The Jets always lose the revenge game. They lose to Sam Darnold against the Jets a couple of years ago. Geno eliminated them from the playoffs in the 2022 season. It's time to win a revenge game. And
Well,
Salah's
yeah,
notorious for awful starts to the season.
Courtesy of the Jake Asman Show. Of course, beat their ass. Apparently, that's what he's saying, right? Which is like, which of course just makes me so pissed off at him because screw him. He ruined my life for 4 years and all that stuff.
You're still on this, aren't you?
I'm never giving. I'm not. Please, come on, give me a break. Like, no, I am still on it. I'm still butthurt because he had no idea what the fuck he was doing.
And I can understand that.
Here's Robert. Go ahead, real quick. Sorry.
No, it's like, and I had to put up with Brian Dable for 3 years, who
Yeah,
started
but,
off.
at least Brian Davis, exactly. He got you to playoffs, dude.
Yeah, he got me to the playoffs once, and then it all went downhill.
Yeah.
Because I'll say with John Harbaugh, I'll be honest, I would rather the first season not go to the playoffs and then further develop than one playoff season and then the rest is crap.
Well, what would you take before we play Salazar response? What would you take?
I would probably take the latter because at least, like, I'm not going to be rooting against the Giants going to the playoffs. Like, if they make it, wonderful. But
Right.
if they don't make it and then we take the next season we develop more and then we keep just developing, okay, fine. Because you know what? With Dable, you make the playoffs the first season and then the other times you were there, you were an absolute joke. Now this is when Reggie thinks I'm crazy.
No, I don't think you're crazy.
Thank you.
It's fine, hilarious. Anyway, so Fireman Ed says that he claims that this is what Robert Saleh had to say in response to that.
Went on a podcast in New York and he said that he's heard that you said to people that you plan to kick the Jets' ass. Did you say that? And if not, what's your response to Fireman Ed?
I don't know, man. I was just made aware of it like 15 minutes ago. I must have had over 1,000 fan interactions at that event, so who knows? But I mean, isn't that the objective anyway, though, man? Like, I don't think the Jets are coming here week one to sit at the 50-yard line, roast marshmallows, and talk about our summers. So we're getting after it. They're getting after it, and may the best team win.
Perfect response, by the way.
Response.
But yeah, no, we're gonna be ready for you, Robert. We're gonna be ready for you.
Oh, Reggie's coming.
We're the Jets are gonna come into Tennessee, kick your ass. Because screw you. Because screw you. By the way, courtesy of the Tennessee Titans, the Saleh press conference. But screw you.
So Jets need to win this revenge game week one, don't they?
Oh my God. Look, obviously, if they don't win week one, it's not gonna make or break the season. But the narrative surrounding the Jets, the optics are not gonna look good. For sure. So if Aaron Glenn wants to win that battle, or the Jets, they want to win that battle, Woody Johnson, of course, him too. They have to win this game in week one. They have to win week one. No doubt about it.
Okay. So, Reg, it's Friday, and guess what time it is?
Top five.
Top five!
Top five.
Top five!
We still can't afford the music. We're not using AI.
Unless you want to generously donate your time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so today we had an interesting one for you. we were gonna do top 5 food challenges, but we can only find one, and since I've been looking up for this one, 2.
Yeah.
You know what? I can ask you about the 2 later when we're done if you want. Um, we love food. We love going to games.
Yeah.
So, top 5 ballpark foods that we want to try.
Okay.
So, Reggie, would you like to kick us off?
Well, I certainly want to. I mean, if we could replace the 9 beers with like 9 sodas or whatever, I would definitely try the 999 challenge. But I think but the problem is I think it requires you getting drunk. So they would say no to that. But I'm
You
a
would either get
non-drinker.
drunk, or you would get in a sugar coma
Mm-hmm.
if
Yeah.
you do the Pepsi.
Yeah. My doctors would not love the diabetes that I'll be acquiring either way, obviously. Because it seems like it's very high in sugar, depending, doesn't really matter with that. But yeah.
But no, I would have. I don't know if I would do it, to be honest. I like hot dogs, I like beer, but I'd be. I would say you got to pace yourself. I would say if you got 9 innings to do it, have a dog and a beer each inning.
Yeah.
On one hand, you'd be drunk as a skunk, but on the other hand, just a little drinking advice to all you people out there. If you're drinking alcohol, make sure you have food in your stomach.
Yes.
Because then the food in the stomach absorbs the alcohol and it doesn't go right into your bloodstream and you're not drunk as a skunk.
Now, and of course, I'm not a scientist. I'll believe you, but I've also heard that being debunked. The whole, oh, well, if you uh drink with the full stomach, it's going to be better for you.
Okay, let me rephrase
I
that.
don't
That
know.
doesn't mean you're going to get totally drunk. That doesn't mean you're going to be totally out of the woods.
You know.
You might still get buzzed.
Mm.
But since there's going to be something in your stomach to absorb the food, to absorb the alcohol, not much is going to get in your bloodstream as if you drink on an empty stomach.
Yeah. Again, I've never gotten drunk before, and
I plead, in the words of Dr. Fauci, I plead the fifth. Under the advice of counsel, I plead the
God.
fifth because my answer will incriminate.
Yeah, goddamn. In any case. But yeah, well, if you can replace the 9 beers with 9 sodas or whatever, I'll do 999 challenge. Why not? But I don't think the challenge requires you to do that. So I guess basically what I'm saying is it's a dream scenario of mine.
If we could replace the beers with Pepsis.
Yep. I'm living in my own fantasy land.
Okay. My number 5, and I would like to dedicate this to our dear friend Nate Moser,
Ha
the enforcer from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo.
I've heard about it too. Okay.
It is an Italian sausage with buffalo chicken, a blue cheese slaw, and homemade ancho chili barbecue sauce. That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I like sausage. I love buffalo chicken.
Yes.
God, I am having a craving for some buffalo wings right now. I really am.
Hey man, buffalo wings are great, man. Like
God,
you
I feel
should
like
be.
after this, I want to just go run somewhere and get some buffalo wings somewhere.
Yeah, man, it's awesome.
I'm craving buffalo wings right now.
That's
But
dope.
yeah, but no, but that goes out to our good buddy Nate Moser. I think he would approve that I put this on the list. What do you think?
I think so too.
Yeah, but no, that sounds good. Sausage with buffalo chicken, ancho chili, and blue cheese and a slaw. Delicious.
I think the blue cheese and the slaw, along with obviously the chicken, is pure gold.
Pure gold.
All right.
And
Number four, sticking with the baseball themed. I would really love to try this machete from Miami. Apparently,
Okay.
it is a massive multi-pound quesadilla packed with chicken, steak, and heavy cheese layers.
Oh
As
boy.
as you all know, I am a huge meat and cheese guy. Coming from New York City, you kind of have to be. You know, you grew up around it. It's at every fucking corner store. You know,
Yes.
the fact that they have that challenge and it's quesadillas, like that fires me up, bro. Like
Fires you up.
fires me up. Nothing better than a nice quesadilla, but of course a loaded quesadilla, something that is like massive. I'd like to try that one day. Like that sounds awesome.
Yes. You know what I'm okay. My my number 4 in San Antonio at the AT&T Center. It is called the La Enchilada Burger. It is a burger with it is actually from a really cool place in San Antonio called Burgerteca, which specializes in burgers with a Mexican twist.
Right.
And a La Enchilada burger is 2 rolled cheese enchiladas coated in
Mm,
ancho chili sauce on top of a burger patty
right.
with tomatilla, ketchup, crema, pickled red onions, and cilantro. That sounds good. Reg, what do you think?
I mean, that sounds awesome, to be honest
Because
with
I
you.
like Mexican food. I like anything with Southwestern twists. Like,
Yep.
if I I love burgers too. If I go out and I want to order a burger and they have like something with like pepper jack, and I'm not really a huge cheese person. That's the interesting part of this. But if they have something like a pepper jack or like Chipotle mayo and it's like a Mexican or Southwestern type burger, I'm ordering it. I
Correct.
am a sucker for anything like Southwestern.
Mhm.
I am a sucker for anything Southwestern. But that sounds good. That
Yes.
sounds really good. Like, even if it's not that burger, I would still go to that place to see what else they got there. Like burgers with
Maybe.
a Mexican twist. I would
Well,
like to check.
I mean, in San Antonio, Tex-Mex is like massive.
It is. Oh, it
So
is. All right. Reggie, you're number 3.
middle of the pack, burnt end mac and cheese, available at GEHA Field. Say that a few times at Arrowhead Stadium. I still call it Arrowhead because it's easier that way. Um, but the Chiefs, they have from the Mac Shack a creamy mac and cheese loaded with crispy barbecue burnt ends and fried onions.
Hmm. That sounds good.
Classic barbecue. Like, you know, when you go to Kansas City, you gotta have some barbecue over there.
You gotta
So
have some barbecue in
gotta have some barbecue.
you gotta have some barbecue when you go to Kansas City.
Yeah.
And you know what? Whilst we're talking about barbecue, you know where also you gotta try barbecue?
Where?
The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
Mm-mm.
Um, the Triple B from Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas.
Okay.
You might want to stay away if you're a vegan or vegetarian. I just want to say for the record, if you're vegan or vegetarian, I respect your choice. That takes a
Yeah.
lot of discipline to do it. Like it's Reg, it really does.
And
That takes a lot of discipline, and I give you credit and I respect your lifestyle choice.
yeah.
But
Remember to take your vitamins, though.
Take your vitamins. The triple B, you know what the triple B is?
What is it?
Bologna, brisket, and bacon.
Okay.
Come on,
Bologna,
bacon.
brisket,
That
bacon.
is the that is the bacon. Like that is the seller right there.
Mhm.
Like I remember I used to watch Bar Rescue a lot, and John Taffer said 40% of men prefer bacon to sex.
Right.
Um, so no, but anyway, no, that sounds good. Like if you're gonna go down to Texas, you gotta get some good old Texas barbecue.
Yep.
You gotta get some good old Texas barbecue if you go down to Texas.
Yeah. Bill,
Yeah.
we swiped right.
No, that's your number two.
That's my number two.
That is your number two.
The meat plus and over the past 5 years, basically since I visited my brother so many times in Missouri, I've really gotten to fall in love with more of these barbecue sauces from all over the place. Not just Missouri, but North Carolina. Some of my friends who are from Texas, they introduced me to some of their barbecue sauces that they love. Um, but yeah, it's the meat plus the barbecue sauce.
Oh
That
yes.
would make me go crazy for that stuff. That's my number two, the triple B.
Oh, that would be so good.
Yes.
Okay, me at my number two.
Mhm.
You know, I've been doing a lot of savory. I think we should sweeten things up a little bit, shall we?
Okay. Okay. Spoiler, all of my stuff is savory. So, you know.
But yeah, I've just been bouncing around here. Chase Field in Phoenix.
Okay.
They have what's called the churro dog.
The churro dog. That actually does sound really good.
A glazed long john donut.
Oh.
As a bun for cinnamon sugar dusted churro, and then topped with a scoops of vanilla frozen yogurt, caramel, and chocolate sauces.
Okay.
No, I got most savory on my list too, but I do have a sweet tooth.
Okay.
No, like that sounds good. Might put
If,
you in a
if
diabetic coma, but it sounds good.
now, of course, if I had a sweet tooth,
You
that
don't
would
have a sweet
probably
tooth?
be that would probably be a good one, but I don't. I use my sugar cravings back in the heyday used to be insane. Insane, Billy Boy. I don't know what happened when I became an adult, but I'm craving less for sweet. Of course, if it's soda, that's one thing. You know, I'm craving less of the sweet stuff and more of the salty stuff. Like,
So if I go out and I said, hey, if we go out like, hey, Rez, let's go get some ice cream. You're not getting any ice cream?
I'll think about it because ice cream, it does. Sometimes I'll crave for ice cream, but most days I don't really crave for sweet. Not, at least not anymore. I think the last time I had something sweet was last week. I went to a froyo place.
Froyo is good though.
Yeah, it's near where I live in Virginia. So, but that's the last time I craved something that was sweet. That was like, oh, I have to have something sweet today.
Yeah, I always have a craving for,
Yeah,
but I don't like stuff my face in a tub of ice cream or anything.
right.
But no, I just want to go to this ice cream place by my house and they have something similar to a McFlurry.
Right.
And I would just want to grab that.
Mm.
All right, Reggie, my man. What's your number two? No, you're number one, actually. We're
Yeah.
one, right?
Yes. Number one, I'm going to go classic Dodger Dog.
Okay. Oh, it's a hot dog. What's so
Yeah,
special
but
about it?
well, it's famous because it's Los Angeles and the Dodgers and everything. And also gives me an excuse to go to Dodger Stadium. So,
Hey, you know what? As they say,
so, so sometimes once we pivoted from the challenge, I was like, what do I want to try the most? Even though it's the simplest thing on earth. Dodger dog.
it's a Dodger dog.
Yeah.
Okay, I had it right here. It's another hot dog thing. But God, where is it? I think I just lost it. I'm gonna try and okay. Here's one I would like to try. It's a hot dog. It
Right.
is from FedEx Field.
Okay.
It's
Ooh,
called the Pitbull.
ooh,
It's a
okay.
foot-long hot dog topped with roasted pit beef,
All right.
pickled giardiniera vegetables, and honey and a horseradish mustard sauce. That looks very good.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Now, since we were doing originally going to do the challenges, I only found two, but I want to ask you for two of them. Are you ready for this one? Um,
Sure.
two challenges. The 999 challenge, what we just talked about.
Yes. Another one that I was thinking of. Um, I want to make sure that I'm getting it right. The Colossal Challenge.
Okay, what's the colossal challenge?
It's from Hickory, the LP France Stadium. It's a minor league stadium. Finish a foot-long chili cheese dog, an 8-ounce burger, a barbecue sandwich, corn dog, pub chips, onion rings, and jalapeno poppers in under 1 inning to get a t-shirt and your money back. It's a $25 entry for $40 value.
Oh, and you know what's another challenge I was thinking about? Okay, this is at State Farm Stadium where the Arizona Cardinals play.
Mhm.
The Gridiron Burger Challenge.
Okay.
It is 5 burger patties, 5 hot dogs, 5 bratwurst, 8 chicken tenders, 8 slices of bacon, fries, and all the toppings for $75. Eat it by yourself in 1 hour and you'll win a Cardinals jersey, a feature on the video board, and fame forever.
Ooh.
Reggie, would you the 999 challenge, the minor league thing, or that?
Well, if they can replace the 999, the 9 beers with the 9 sodas, like I'll do the 999 challenge. But again, it's my own fantasy world. It'll probably never happen, and I'm just gonna have to just suck it up.
Would you do the burger from State Farm Stadium?
I would definitely do that if I was like really hungry. I would definitely try to do that. Yeah.
I would literally have to probably fast for
Yes.
24 hours to be ready for that.
Yeah.
I would have to fast.
Well, yeah, because usually when you're going out to events, you want to eat before so that you're not like totally eating up the wazoo.
And you spend it and then you're burning money.
Yeah. There's also the Dinger Dog, which is Salt Lake Bees at Smith's Park. It's an 18-inch specialized hot dog challenge built in, built for extreme appetite. That's a massive hot dog.
That is huge.
You can't do that challenge alone. I'll tell you that much.
So, yeah. So we're getting you hungry on this Friday.
Mhm. Yeah, well, it's Friday, it's the weekend, so I hope y'all go out and eat. There's nothing wrong with getting food.
Food is good. We like food.
Exactly.
Some of these
Um,
things I've gained weight just looking at them.
yeah. Well, we'll just pee it out later, shit it out later.
Yeah, we'll shit it out later.
Shit and pee, really.
So, So yeah, if you want to know more, go to www.thesportscitynetwork.com. Check out our blogs, check out our history, check out our podcast available on all platforms, and don't forget to check us out here on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. As always, thank you to our good friends, the Dugout of Millwood, Mark Halpern, you're the best.
Mhm.
And for Danny Boy Reginald, I'm Bill Corpus, Crispy Murphy. Stay safe and take care.
We'll keep in batter up Sunday. We'll definitely talk more trade deadline stuff, and um, Monday we may have a special. We'll keep you posted on that. It'll be a couple hours after the trade deadline if we do it. So stay tuned for that. It'll be Mike Rifkin hosting, maybe me. I don't know. I'm supposed to be
Who
working.
knows? Maybe I'll show up.
You know who also may show up?
Who?
The Patch Man. He's thinking about it. That's kind of why
See?
that's kind of why I want to show up, because it's like, we don't get to see Patch Man anymore.
So I know if I show up, Reggie's probably gonna run because he deals with me at least twice a week.
God. Nah, bro.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we will catch you soon.
Bye-bye.